Alright, hello and welcome to my review of Thief Gold. Now I'm doing this on the first level, Bafford's Manor, because it's probably one of the easiest to play through, and it's right at the beginning, so I'm not really going to give anything away. So Thief Gold kind of has a soft spot for me. Well, rather I have a soft spot for Thief Gold. It was, I think, the first-person shooter that I actually ever played, so it really, had an effect on me. Like, I was like, oh, so this is what games are supposed to be like. So it was kind of my intro to gaming in general. But even today, after I've played through so many different games with all these different styles and stuff, I still come back to this one and will always compare other games to this one because of just how innovative and I'm not sure what the word is. I guess polished. I mean, it's not horribly polished. There are certainly glitches in the game that I think could be ironed out today, but it's innovative for sure, and I think it has inspired countless games today, such as Dishonored, Deus Ex, things along that line. So, in terms of the categories, I think I should probably start with the weakest of all of the categories. By far, the graphics are probably the things that stand out the most as just being, like, subpar. So, the only game I can really compare it to in terms of graphics would be Half-Life, because they were both released in the same year, 1998. And Half-Life, I have to say, has some pretty good graphics, especially when you compare it to this. When you look at this game, here's a perfect example, actually. The way the sort of areas are stitched together looks very, very sloppy. Like, almost like it wasn't even made by, like, a professional team. And I don't mean that to be insulting, I just mean for, like, the truth. It's just, it looks very sloppy. Everything's like a straight platform, I guess. Everything is very flat. Textures are repetitive. It's not great. But I don't think this game is really about the graphics. The game is for sure about the gameplay, somewhat the story, etc. So the graphics do their job. They do what they need to do. But other than that, there's not really anything amazing about them. So, other than the graphics, the gameplay is what really stands out as amazing about this game. It's the thing that's just so innovative. So, clearly this game is based around sneaking. It's why it's called Thief. You're sneaking into places, stealing things, etc. But I think it was one of the first games to do it. I'm not sure. Whoops. I'm not really sure if Deus Ex was released first or not. Well, there's a glitch. Yeah, so I'm not sure if Deus Ex was released before this or not, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I think it was a 2011 game. Not 2011. No, 2000 game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was released in 2000. But I'm not. Don't quote me on that. So Thief really, I think, inspired things like that, and I'm pretty sure also Splinter Cell was released sometime around after this as well. So the sneaking gameplay was really one of the first things people had ever seen, and so they started to take lessons from it. For example, Splinter Cell has a light gem, and I really think more games should take advantage of a light gem, because it really creates a much larger level of certainty in your sneaking. Because, like, you're an expert thief. You should know when you're hidden and when you're not hidden. And in a sort of futuristic setting, such as Splinter Cell or Deus Ex, you should have the tools and instruments to be able to tell if you're able to be seen by other people or not. So that's why I think a light gem is very necessary for a sneaking game in particular. So that's definitely an area where this game excels. The sneaking mechanics are fantastic. I'm actually playing right now on a mod of the gameplay. It's I can't remember what it's called, but it makes everything a whole lot harder. And it, like, I've pretty much got these levels memorized. I played this so much, and even I still have issues with this mod installed. It just makes it really tough. But yeah, the original game itself is relatively easy. I mean, you can see, okay, right there he saw me. If I were playing without the mod, he would not have seen me. So that's the kind of thing that this mod adds. So I recommend, if you're going to play this game, first play it without the mod and then install the mod, because it really adds a whole new dynamic. But anyway, that's not the game. The gameplay is extremely balanced, I would say. Usually you hear that term applied to multiplayer settings. I'm using it to describe the difficulty modes. So what's really nice about this game... oh wait, I forgot you can't see things with fraps. Okay, well, I'll just describe this to you. There's an objectives menu. And so the objectives change depending on what level you're at, like what difficulty level you're at. So right now, I'm on expert, and I've got to sneak in, steal the main objective thing, grab 700 in loot, and the loot goes up as you're on a certain objective. So on easy, I think it's probably around 500 or something. And then don't kill anyone is usually an objective for expert. I encourage people to not try and kill people. Usually that's my strategy in most sneaking games, but sometimes it's just way too hard. Am I gone yet? Looks like it. Okay, so I can go ahead and head over this way. So, yeah, the thing that really makes this game shine is just the fantastic gameplay and the new innovations in that. So, in terms of ambience, this includes the story... Not the story. This includes the sound, the atmosphere, the soundtrack, stuff like that. So, oh, and also the cutscenes as well. So one of the things about this game that's really cool, that in my opinion, are the unique cutscenes. They always start out with a quote, and the quote is like either really creepy or really it really makes you like think about something. Usually it's from the Hammerites or the Pagans, one of the main people, factions in the game, and you see more of those factions in Deadly Shadows, I think. But the cutscenes are really unique in how they're portrayed. It's not like an animated cutscene or anything like that. It's actually a bunch of like really interesting artwork put together. The cutscenes are really cool. The ambient noise, as you can hear, if you just listen, it's all over the place. Like, there's constant just like ambient noises. This game probably has some of the best ambient noise that I've ever heard. Because like most games, you have like a soundtrack in the background, and it just like makes things feel really epic or something like that. But I don't feel that's what this game needs. What this game needs is exactly what it has. The sort of eerie, creepy ambient noise, like you feel like someone's watching you the entire time. And that's how you're meant to feel. Whoops. Because you're supposed to feel tense while you're doing this. You don't want to like go in and have it just be silent, and it just feels way too easy and stuff like that. So yeah, I think the ambient noise is just really fantastic and so well done. The soundtrack, there really isn't much of one, but I'd have to say the soundtrack, the music in the cutscenes is really nice. There's some really cool techno-sounding stuff, especially at the beginning of the game. It's quite good, and then there are a couple remixes out there. Specifically, I listened to some of the ones by a guy named Bentrax, Bentraxx, I believe. I think he's German, but I encourage you to look those up because they are really cool sounding. So other than ambient noise, I guess it's time to talk about the story. Now, the story is also fantastic, and I think the story in the Thief games just gets better and better as they progress, and many people will disagree with me saying that Deadly Shadows isn't that great, but honestly, I believe that Deadly Shadows has the best of all of the Thief stories.
Them, or if it's just for show.
So the story in this game, I don't want to give too much away, because it does have something of a twist. But you're a thief. You get hired by this guy named Constantine to steal something called the Eye. And he wants this eye. I don't think you find out why he wants the eye, but I guess that doesn't really matter to the thief as long as you're getting paid, right? And it was a lot of money. So you go and steal the eye, and no, you go and try to steal the eye, but the cathedral that you go to try and steal it from is locked up, so you have to go find a whole bunch of like these key things, each in a separate mission. Thief Gold offers 3 extra missions, so I encourage you to buy Thief Gold rather than Dark Project if that's what you're going for, because you'll get, I think it'll probably be the same price. And even on Steam, they don't even offer Dark Project as an option. So yeah, definitely go for Thief Gold.
Who's there?
The new missions are quite good. But back to the story. So you've been hired by this guy Constantine, and once you open up the cathedral to get the eye, a bunch of bad crap happens, and there's something of a twist, and it is just really fantastically portrayed, especially in the cutscenes. Whoops. Yeah, the cutscenes that aren't like the mission briefing type cutscenes are just even better than the mission briefing cutscenes. They're really, really well made, well thought out, and stuff like that. So that's probably about it for this game. I really encourage you to buy it. It's cheap on Steam for sure. It's got so many hours of gameplay because you can play every level in a different way. One thing I'm thinking of doing is on my channel, since I've already done a Let's Play of this game, is just going back through all the levels and doing sort of like a hardcore mode where I go through on expert and knock out absolutely no one. Like, go through completely undetected. And I feel like I can do that. I actually did a test run on this level the other day.
Throne room.
And
How pretentious can you get?
I could do it pretty well. Like, I think I was cited by one person, but it was like, outside or something, so it was just me goofing around, sort of.
I'll find
Uh-oh.
you. Just you wait.
Oh yeah, another fantastic, I don't know if it's good, but hilarious thing about this game, yeah, I've seen me now, is the voice acting. It's so funny. It's, some of it's really good, such as in the cutscenes, and some of it's just really bad, like,
Find you.
this stuff. It's just so funny, and it's so quotable too. Like, I can quote so many lines from Thief and no one will get it because no one knows this game. So that's another good thing. If you're a hipster, this is the game for you. So that's probably about it for this game. Thank you for watching. Next review, I may just do the entire Thief series and review everything about that. But I don't know. I kind of just do the reviews as I go. So, if you enjoyed this video, a rating is appreciated. Feel free to comment on what you thought of this game, and any improvements I can make in my videos or anything. I encourage you to go watch my Let's Plays, although I'm not sure if I encourage you to watch my Thief Gold Let's Play, because that was my first Let's Play, probably about 3 years ago, and my voice is extremely high, obnoxious. Yeah, they're really bad. So that's one of the reasons why I'm planning on redoing it in sort of a hardcore mode. But yeah, I would really appreciate more people watching my Let's Plays and stuff like that. I really enjoy hearing feedback from everyone. Subscriptions are always nice. It's, yeah.